Girl in the Middle, written by Michael Westbrooks II and illustrated by Comelius Kunkana. Evie thought that her first day at her dad's new house was probably gonna be boring. She was very wrong. The first strange thing that happened was she found treasure in the backyard. A small, rusty, golden stopwatch on a chain, hidden in a hole in the trunk of a big tree.
A bird must have dropped it,
she murmured. She pressed the button at the top and, to her surprise, heard a click. The little clock hands began to move, and Evie ran back inside.
Look,
Evie said to Dad, waving the stopwatch.
Why is Daddy ignoring me?
She asked herself. Evie stepped forward and gasped at her reflection. Well, more like her missing reflection. Dad glanced about.
Hello?
He said.
Evie, how did you sneak up on me?
Dad said, surprised.
Sorry, Daddy,
said Evie. She wasn't going to tell him the truth. Evie realized that Dad can hear her, but he cannot see her. Evie spent hours trying to figure out the mysterious watch. However it really worked, she settled on magic. She picked flowers. She danced and sang. Being invisible meant she did not feel like she was getting in the way. But when Evie switched the watch off and went back inside, Dad was still busy, unpacking, too busy to hang out with her. It made Evie feel like she was not wanted.
Hey, honey,
Dad said when he saw how sad Evie was.
I'm sorry. I know this weekend is not going to plan. Why don't I call Mommy to come pick you up and we can have some fun tomorrow instead?
So Evie's mom came and got her. As Evie stared out of the car window, she felt stuck in the middle. That night, Evie could not sleep. She looked at the stopwatch. Well, I'll be safe if I stay in the yard. No one can see me. In the dark, Evie heard meowing from the park across the road. A kitten! I'm going to look after you, Evie whispered. Hoping the kitten would not be too confused, she brought her home. Mom and Andrew were watching TV. As Evie snuck invisibly around collecting bedding and food for the kitten, Evie stopped when she heard her mom on the phone with Evie's dad.
Andrew's birthday is tomorrow. Would you be able to pick up Evie early?
Evie felt tears in her eyes.
Mom had Andrew. Dad had Kara. Where was Evie meant to fit in?
Evie felt like all she did was get in the way.
Maybe I should be invisible forever,
Evie thought to herself.
That way I would not upset anyone anymore.
When Evie woke up the next day, she was surprised to see Mom crying and Dad on the phone.
She's gone, and there's the kitten in her bed.
Evie felt terrible. She took a deep breath and clicked the stopwatch off.
I'm sorry for disappearing,
Evie said.
I was sad and angry. I felt like I did not fit in anywhere.
Oh, baby, we are sorry we upset you.
Mom responded.
Your dad and I try to communicate as much as possible with each other.
Her mom continued.
But sometimes we mess up.
Dad nodded.
Exactly, sweetheart. It's never your fault. Even though Mom and I are separated, this does not change how much we love you. We are all part of the same puzzle.
And you are the most important piece.
Mom added. Look at that beautiful family puzzle. I know that sometimes we have families that look very different, and sometimes we may have extra moms, bonus dads, and that's awesome. And I know that sometimes if you're going through a transition, it could be really hard, whether that's a family transition or even a transition to a new school or a new home. This was a great book, and I know sometimes I feel like I'm in the middle, but it's important that we recognize our family and people that are around us that love us. We have a place with them. You know what time it is? It's time to find out our co-creators. Show us co-creators in the app. Tell me, tap, tap, tap. Hello, smartphone, tell us today. Did all our friends have fun and play? I hear my friends. Juki Davy had fun today. Juki Davy is a fellow YouTuber, and she has an incredible YouTuber and also a book that just came out. Her channel is called Time to Tell a Tale. You should definitely check it out. If you would like to become a co-creator, you should go to rellabooks.com and click on the Want to Participate tab. There's so many different ways that you can participate. I invite you to check it out, where you'll find all things Rella B Books there. Original stories, ways to participate, and even fun freebies. Thanks so much for joining me today. Toodles!